Hello weirdos. Welcome back to my channel. My name is EmmaAbe, and today I thought I'd do something different. What I've decided to do today is look on Reddit and look at Am I the Asshole posts and see if there are any that are book related and see if any of them are juicy. So I pulled up a bunch. I don't know how many we're gonna do. I have some coffee from a local coffee shop that I love. So this first one, I haven't read any of these, so we'll see how the quality of them go. I just kind of pulled up the one. So this first one is entitled, Am I the Asshole for How I Handled My Aunt Buying Me Books. I, 16 female, recently went on a trip to Boston. Welcome to Boston. We're very gay here. To celebrate my uncle's 29 male graduation. It was a 3-day trip, and my mom, female, 41, and my little brother were going. The trip was on my birthday, so everyone decided that after the graduation we would celebrate my birthday. Oh, how fun. That's nice. Jeff recently got married to a woman, Jenny. Jeff is the uncle, right? Jenny, 28 female. Me and Jenny have always been polite with each other, and I don't consider her close family, but I respect her as my uncle's wife. On the first day of the vacation, everyone met together at a restaurant and said hi to everyone before sitting down. Later on the first day, on the way to the hotel, we had time to kill, so I followed Jenny, Jeff, and my little brother to a bookstore. I picked out 2 hardcover books and spotted Jenny in line and asked her to hold them for me while I go find my uncle and get permission to buy them. Right, this person's 16, so they might need permission to buy books. She said okay and went outside to look, and I went outside to look and I couldn't find him. I asked Jenny where he might be. She said that she could just buy the books for me, and I said she didn't have to, she didn't want to, and she insisted and said I should consider it her birthday gift to me. I thanked her. I didn't think that there was an issue. Okay, that's kind of nice that she bought you those books. The second day of the vacation was the graduation. We all met at a breakfast restaurant and ate. After we all finished, Jeff asked what I'd like to do for my birthday, and I said something fun, so he suggested to go to a theme park, and I said yes, but Jenny said she didn't like theme parks and we had to do something else. Jeff was insisting on the theme park, and eventually Jenny got mad and said she had to work and stormed off. Once me and Jeff got into the car, I was very excited, but while I was in the car waiting to go, my mom walked up and opened the door, and she started yelling at me for demanding Jenny buy me gifts. I didn't know what she meant, and she said I had no right to boss my aunt around. I asked her what she was talking about again, and she said the books I forced Jenny to buy. I tried to tell her what happened, but she walked away. The next time I saw Jenny, she was at the graduation, and I asked to speak with her in a quiet area. I asked why she lied to my mom about the books. She said she didn't think I deserved to go to a theme park with my horrible attitude. I explained I thought I had been nice to her and everyone else. She disagreed and said yesterday at the restaurant I didn't say hi to her, which she thought was rude because we were family. I apologized, even though I felt like it was weird. Nonetheless, she was so mad, and she never spoke to me at the restaurant to let me know. She didn't say anything else and went back to the rest of my family. The rest of the trip, I was sad because my mom was upset at me and Jenny didn't speak to me. Too long didn't read. My aunt offered to buy me books during a trip in Boston, and she told my mom that I demanded that she buy them. I want to know, am I the asshole? The fuck? This is such a weird story. I do not understand people's outsized reactions to things. I don't understand what is going on here. I don't like Jenny. I think that Jenny is a little bit manipulative because that's just such a weird reaction, and she's using the fact that she bought the posters, books as a way to manipulate her and get her what she wants later. That's weird. I don't like that. Yeah, I think that the poster's not the asshole. That is very, very weird, very, very strange reaction. Hopefully no one who ever buys me books treats me that way, and I never treat anyone who buys me books that way. Holy crap, that was weird. This I think would be a good one. Okay. So this one is, am I the asshole for letting a teen check out graphic material? Okay. Ugh. I, 20 female, am a clerk at a library. I mostly fix and maintain older novels in the branch, but sometimes I sit at the front desk. The other week, a mother and her teenage daughter came in and I treated them like any other patron. The mom went to use the computer and the daughter pursued the YA and adult novels. I was working on putting together some plot for a D&D session I run at the youth library. Okay, so while all this is going on, the OP is setting up a D&D campaign. I was working on putting together some plot for a D&D session I run for the youth at the library weekly when she came up to check out her books. She had chosen some good novels, ones that I'd read before. She got To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefner, and a book by Lawrence Hill that has a title I cannot put in this post. Okay, interesting. But it's a haunting and horrible look at slavery through the eyes of an enslaved Black woman. I have to state here that the mom and daughter are white. Okay. Oh, I am sniffing some racist bullshit is about to go down. After I checked her out, her mom came, got off the computer and they left. A few days later, I come back to work and my boss calls me into her office and asked me if I need to tell her anything. I told her no and said that I was confused. She told me mother had called in that I checked out graphic material to her teenager and I had to apologize. I asked what the graphic material was and she told me the Hill novel. I was right. It's racist bullshit. Ugh. My boss says I did the right thing, but I have to apologize to the mother so she didn't go to the county to complain. I told my boss I shouldn't have to apologize to the mother. I agree. But she disagreed and told me I was a jerk for refusing to save face. So am I the asshole? I think this whole idea of like saving face when it comes to topics that are inherently about like discrimination, when someone is being an asshole for racist, homophobic, transphobic, all of the phobia reasons, like I think that's bullshit and we shouldn't try and have to save face with those people, in my opinion. So no, I don't think that this OP has been the asshole. I think it's bullshit that the mother wants to keep the history I'm presuming these people are in America, the history of the American country like a secret from her daughter, and that just is going to perpetuate racism. And I don't like that. And I think the mom is definitely an asshole. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a racist lady. I have nothing else to say other than the OP is not the asshole. Well, let's do another one. I saw this one and I was like, this isn't entirely book related, but I thought this one is going to be interesting. So this one is, am I the asshole for writing spicy fan fiction despite having a husband? Oh no. This is a throwaway for privacy reasons, and also English is not my mother tongue, and I'll keep it short. I'm 28 female. I write fan fiction for at least 15 years. Good for you. We need you. The OG hardcore fanfic writers, we need them. As I got older, my fan fictions got longer and more detailed, and eventually they get spicy. Well, yeah, that's because how a lot of horny teenagers deal with their feelings. And I'm a really big fan of Leonard Snart, aka Captain Gold. Okay, I think that's a fandom that I'm not a part of. I don't know what that is referring to. So about 3 years ago, I wrote a fan fiction about him, and it was very explicit, very spicy scenes. It is written in first perspective, and I write all my fan fiction in this perspective. Okay, interesting. My best friend joked about it and had given me a printed version of it for my last birthday 2 weeks ago. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. She got it printed like a book, and because it's been a while, I started to read it just for fun. I love that. That is so much fun. That's one thing I want to do with some of my favorite fan fictions is like bind them and like put them into like a nice book. And like have like a shelf or two in my bookshelf so it's just like, oh, my favorite fan fictions. I left it in the living room and my mother-in-law was over yesterday. Oh no. And apparently she had a look at it and she read one of the very spicy detailed scenes. Oh no. Well, it's not to miss that my best friend printed my name over the cover so she knew I wrote it. Oh no. She got mad and told me how filthy and slutty it was to write such things about other men other than my husband. What? Sometimes it's not even that like you want to have sex with this other person. It's just that you want to see that character undergo certain situations. So, wow. People really need better sex ed. Really, 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 really. And how could I do such things? And that I wasn't faithful, imagining such things about another man. Oh my God. People should get off their whole purity. Oh my God. Cheating. Oh my God. Wow. She told a few family members, and my sister-in-law and father-in-law are very pissed at me, and I started to get the feeling that I shouldn't have written that story. Sister-in-law texted me that I was a cheating slut. What the fuck? Wow, it's clearly these people have no lives because they don't read or write fan fiction. Wow, what's wrong with them? My husband hasn't heard about it yet. He's on a work trip and will come home in a few hours, so he doesn't have any opinion yet. Wow. Edit. So my husband came home and he already knew about it. Mother-in-law called him on his phone multiple times and he thought somebody died. Oh my God. By how often she tried, so he answered it before coming home. And here's why I love my husband. He took the book and told me to gather all of the spicy scenes I wrote, and he would do all of that to me. And after he ate dinner and read the scenes. Aw, that's so sweet. That's such a sweet ending. But this is so funny. Wow. People are really being crazy over here. Like, I don't understand. That was really, really funny. Wow. Obviously I don't think the OP is the asshole. I think the mother-in-law is the asshole. Holy crap. And like the sister-in-law too. Because it's just so wild to me that people will view people's like kinks or pleasures or things that they derive like just fun from, even if it's outside of a sexual context, and they will be so demeaning to it and so mean. And I mean, like, there is like a fine line to like walk about like whether or not something is harmful or not, but someone writing a fan fiction on the internet and having their friends like bind it in a book and writing it, that's not really like harmful, active like harm being done on another person. Yeah, it's fan fiction. I just don't understand people, and maybe it's just people don't understand fandom at all. Yeah, those people are very strange and I don't understand them. All right, I think let's do one more. Here's one that I feel like might be an asshole just based off of the title. Am I the asshole for not letting my kid read whenever he wants? My son, 13, has always been a bit precocious when it comes to several things, but reading most of all. He devoured The Hobbit at age 8, for example. I think that reading is a great thing. I was cool with The Hobbit, for example, because it's a fun book and I enjoyed myself when I was younger. A couple of years later, he read and loved Lord of the Rings. I think that's awesome that the kid is so smart and reading so much so soon. Now he's basically asking me to read whatever he chooses at any time. Not only that, he's being really cagey about he wants to read. He mentioned Game of Thrones at one point and said something about Ulysses, although I think he's realized it's probably a bit advanced because he hasn't talked much about it recently. But for the most part, he's just pleading for freedom. The internet's general opinion seems to be let kids read what they want, and family and friends are mixed. Some with me. Okay. Family and friends' opinions are mixed. Some agree with me, saying to avoid lots of mature content. Others say it's censorship. If I want to grow his love for reading, I should let him read whatever he wants. But do I put my foot down finally? And said he should put any books he wants to read past me? Am I the asshole for this decision? This one's hard because I think that the books that he's gravitating to, like fantasy, like Game of Thrones, they might have some like mature themes and some sex scenes. I get the urge to like want to protect your kid from that. And he has access to the internet, I'm assuming. So you can't trying to control your kid so intensely like this by saying every single book that you want to read from like now and forever until you leave has to be vetted by me and I have to see it. That's really intense. that is really, really intense. And I think a better way to go about this, instead of saying, you know, you can't read X, Y, or Z, or, you know, I have to see every single book to make sure it's okay and developmentally appropriate, maybe the better way to go around it is just asking, hey, what are you reading right now? And looking it up and like having discussions about those things, rather than trying to completely isolate your kid from that, because I hate to say it, you can't do that. You just can't. It's impossible. You can do as much as you want to, but kid has access to the library and the internet unless you guys are living under some rock. It's really, really hard to say whether or not this person is the asshole. So I'm rereading it right now, and it says, I put my foot down finally and said that he should put any books he wants to read past me. I'm gonna have to say that is a very assholey thing to do. What are other people saying? Yeah, other people are agreeing to me that, yeah, this person is the asshole. Yeah, and there's people saying it's understandable that you want to protect him, but he's rapidly reaching a age where you can't. Yeah, here's another person online saying, like, why not read the books with him? It's not literally at the same time, but like a book club for the two of you. There you go. Yeah, because you just... The fact that the author, that the OP literally said, I've put my foot down, and he has to vet the books with me, that's not a cool thing. That's not a cool thing. That's just going to harbor like distrust between you and your parent. And as someone who like, or you and your kid, and as someone who does not have children but has parents, yeah, if my parents tried to do something like that to me now, or even when I was in high school, that would have been so awful. And just really, really would have just put like a bigger wedge between the two of us. So I think I'm gonna end it here. So that was fun. Let me know if you liked that. I might do another one of this. I don't know. We'll see. But have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.